What's up? How you doing today? So if you guys didn't watch the last video, basically what we did was work on the Mazda 3. We didn't actually work on it. We just we started the diagnosing of an issue. If you guys are watching today's video and you didn't watch the last video, I suggest watching the last video. I'll leave the link down in the description. I think this is going to be like a multi-part video because basically, like I said, the first video was kind of like I'm telling you what's happening. I think today is going to be kind of like diagnosing number one, because I was supposed to do this yesterday, except we ran out of time. It got really dark and I had to go do some stuff today too, so I just got a little bit of time today when it's still a little decent out, where I can kind of describe what I'm getting. So anyways, basically the Mazda 3 has a leaky trunk. There's moisture in there, there's condensation in there, and when I was looking at it yesterday and over the past week since I recorded the last video, I found out the sections where there's condensation and moisture, possibly where it is leaking from. I know I was getting a lot of feedback on that video because a lot of you guys had the same issue. So like I said, I want to make this a multi-part video to kind of explain what's probably going on with your car and what you need to fix. Let's go get straight into it. So like I said today, basically I'm just going to explain where all the condensation is building, where the moisture is building, and where possibly it's coming from, and a couple of tricks that I know that we've done previously on this car to fix leaky trunks. So let's go ahead. So here we have sweet Shaniqua. Just went out for a drive. It did rain last night, so she is a little moist again. Let's go ahead and open her up. Okay, and as you guys can see, of course, it's still wet. I think last video I dried it out, but yeah, as you see, it was wet again. Anyways, I'm gonna show you a few things. So before I start telling you where all my moisture and condensation is building up, there's a couple things that need to, there's a few fixes. The common issue with these Mazda 3 sedans is right here. This wiring harness that goes into the brake lights and everything. This leaks, and as you guys can see, this has been like sealed off. I don't know if it looks like they did a good job, but anyways, so if you guys are having a leaky trunk and you haven't done this yet, do it, because that's probably your main reason. When it was diagnosed back, 10 years ago, they could literally see through this hole. So if you guys haven't had that sealed yet, make sure you do seal that. And now, since we're in the trunk here, I'm going to show you what's going on and what I think is happening. Crank it up. So if you guys remember last video, I had these vents taped open. I have now closed them. When I was at work the other day, I noticed a few things. It looks like this little thing right here is getting some moisture in it. I don't know what that's from, but it is dropping a dirty residue. It looks like I said, there's a line of water that goes down here, and that looks like where it's been sourcing. I don't know if that's seal good anymore. As for over here, you guys can see there is some wetness right here. I used to have this part sealed off, and that's wet again, so I know some water is getting in there. So that's another source, just not sealed that well. So far we got water that's coming down here. This right here was also quite wet earlier, so it looks like something maybe up here is letting it in. And now the big one is up here. These spots up in the corner, so basically right here on the car, these were you can even see all that moisture up there. You can see those droplets, super moist up there. And I have no idea how it's getting like that, but it goes for both sides. And even on this side even has rust holes, which is quite interesting. And this side is also quite moist as well. The rest kind of goes around there, and so that's where it's quite interesting, because that makes me just think, like, obviously something's I have like theories that this is so thin metal that it just gets cold inside and the inside's warm, and then it just makes moisture and condensation easily because it's up top there. But I obviously don't take my word for it. But anyways, so as of now, the only condensation is up there, a little moist right there, and right here. If you guys remember, I was having issues in the back before. I am not seeing any more moisture back there, but I think the plan of attack here is, because I basically have no other reason to believe, there's holes anywhere else. Like, obviously I need to seal those vents off better. I think I might just bring it in and get these replaced, because these are supposed to be glued down and I'm just popping these off. So I'm thinking like the glue glue is definitely worn. Like, I mean, I just pulled that off. These are supposed to be glued down and they're definitely not. As you can see, super moisture, and that glue is not doing its job. And it looks like maybe water was kind of built up there and went down. I'm just trying to follow like the dirt to see where the water's been going. And I mean, this doesn't help too, because this is building moisture in the trunk. Same as goes for here, it goes around. This might be an issue. I think this is just getting worn out. It's quite pinched right here. So I'm gonna be doing a leak test next weekend. I'll bring you guys along for that. I'll make sure I record that so you guys know what's going on there. I don't know, I just don't think this is holding on like it's supposed to be. I think I'm gonna invest in a new weather strip, see if that fixes the issue. But like I said, next weekend I'll definitely be recording a leak test. Get a cloth and dry it out. I'm almost starting to think that bottom steel's also maybe not having fun or something, but I don't know how. Yeah, this is goddamn confusing. I'm done here. Goodbye. So anyways, I just thought I'd update you guys with some thoughts that I might have of what it could be. Like I said, we'll be into this in more depth next time I make a video of this. We're gonna do that leak test and then hopefully get that seal, get a new seal in there. This whole situation is just so annoying. So I'm hoping it does come down to being the trunk seal, because that would just make my life so much easier. Oh, and hopefully my Mazda speed gets fixed this week, because then I won't have an ugly car anymore. That's in the... Anyways, 2020 is just around the corner, so next upload will probably be something revolved around next year and my journey for next year. But other than that, thank you guys for coming out. If you guys want to see the progress going forth into this trunk diagnosing, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos with this issue. Other than that, guys, keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.